Bam! There it is. Hey, welcome. I'm SyrupDishes here, where average guys are doing average things. Today we're going to do a review of the SkyTrak indoor golf system. We've got this huge screen, a custom-made hitting mat. We got an awesome setup here with the computer screen. My buddy back here, he's going to take some swings. I'm going to try and take some swings. We'll see how it goes. Let you know how this SkyTrak performs in a garage indoor golf simulator. Stay tuned. Hey, with any indoor golf simulator, you've got to have a hitting surface. And you can buy just a mat like this. This is about 4 feet by 9 feet. Real thick, heavy-duty mat. Real cushy to walk on. What we've done is we've built a frame of 2x4s, just some studs, and then some plywood. We use 3/8-inch plywood on top. You could use thicker than that. Gave it some real good support, and we laid this on top. We did tack it down at the four corners, bought some cheaper AstroTurf and some carpet pad just to surround it to give it that grass feel. This whiteboard here helps tuck all that in, hold it down nice and tight, also gives it that good finished look. But your garage is going to be slanted out, so you have to think about how to level that. And you could use wedges. We opted for these adjustable feet. We've got them placed all around to keep that surface nice and level. Now we do get a little bow and flex in this. You could fix that with supports underneath those wedges I talked about. You could also add some additional supports between your studs. We went every 16 inches. You could choose to go every 12. It's all about the dollar here though. How much are you going to spend for your hitting surface? You want to spend the most money on your actual hitting surface. I would not recommend hitting off the cheap AstroTurf. Buy something nice quality that you could do. This was probably around $800-900 for this hitting mat. Let's check out some of the other features of this. Hey, so we've got this huge frame here. It is right around 8 by 12, I would say. It's right around the size of this hitting mat. And it's got to match your screen. Now, you're going to buy this all from the manufacturer, but in some cases, you can get your electrical piping much cheaper. And this is just about inch and a half steel galvanized pipe. And you can buy it to cut to fit, but really 10-foot pieces are about what you need. And so you're going to build a box just behind this screen. Your screen attaches to it and it frames it in real nice with some of this black fabric and material. A lot of that gets tied down with zip ties. And the only thing here is this screen. There's about 2 feet behind it before the wall, and the ball never goes far enough back to hit the wall. And we attached on from the manufacturer our nets on the side. We would like something larger for those schmucks like me that always shank the ball off the hosel, so you're not hitting your computer monitor over there. But hey, motivation to be a better golfer. The last thing we did here when we built this is we took some leftover carpet pad, rolled it up and stuck it underneath, so if you're blading anything or on your putts, it's not shooting under that screen and hitting that wall. So that's kind of your setup right there. Again, this all comes from the manufacturer. You purchase that, it's real sturdy. Put it together in right around an hour and a half. Didn't take much at all. So really super easy to do. Average guys can build this stuff, both the hitting surface and the screen. All right, Scott, talk a little bit about how you ended at the SkyTrak system.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great systems out there. I will say, obviously, when you start thinking about sims, you're thinking about, well, some people use the OptiShot, but the truth is SkyTrak is that mid-range between an OptiShot and also, GC Quad or the Unicore system. Either way, this just gives some versatility to how I like to use it. So after many hours of research, I decided that this was going to be the most accurate with the price range I wanted to pay.
And what was that price range?
$2,000. You just wanted the beach there.
Jared.
I didn't go out of bounds.
Jared, after a shot like that, tell me the favorite feature of the SkyTrak Golf Simulator.
I found it to be pretty consistent in numbers. So I usually do pretty good about knowing my iron distances, and once we got it dialed in, it does pretty good on that aspect. So that would probably be my favorite feature.
So what you're saying is you normally chip it across the green into the sand. All right, Scott, 13 or 14 more feet to go on that one. When we talk about the SkyTrak golf simulator, is it reading your club speed? Is it reading the ball speed? How is it identifying exactly what to show on the screen?
Yeah, it's a combination of both. It sees the club, it sees the ball, and then it gets the numbers it needs in terms of backspin, RPM, side spin, your launch angle, and club head speed. And so there's a lot of great things about it. And so it's just one of those things that we're going to continue to keep using it and make sure that we are dialing in for the season that's upcoming.
All right, well, we had to find a projector. So this is an Optima OPT-OMA. We had an electrician friend come install it for us. Really, it's hanging down just about 1.5 feet. You needed power to it, so we just plugged right into the garage door opener plug-in. You needed an HDMI cord. We've got a 25-foot HDMI cord that loops over. Keep it out of the track of the garage door opener. We follow it down, and it comes right down to the gaming computer. Again, that's a high-tech gaming computer that average guys will buy. Not really. That thing's sweet. All right, so we have the SkyTrak device. We have the hitting mat, the stage. We have the screen. We have the projector. What else is needed here for us to set this up?
Yeah, in terms of a SkyTrak, you need at least an iPad for some of the different gaming programs. But for this one in particular, this is the Golf Club 2019. You need a computer to run that, a gaming computer at the very minimum. There's definitely different system requirements that you need to be looking into, but definitely I need to purchase that. I also have my monitor that makes sure that I can look at different things through that, because sometimes it's not as clear with the projector, even though it is a 1080p projector. But that being said, there's a lot of things that we had to look at, and those are definitely some of the minimal things that you definitely need if you want to be successful with your SkyTrak.
That's right, average guys, we need that curved screen over there. We need the high-tech gaming computer to run that game for our system. Here we go, let's take a look at some more swings.
So with any golf alignment simulator, one thing you have to get used to is where the ball is going to go. The quickest and easiest way to do it, you can see we have some alignment sticks here. The very front of the SkyTrak, there's a little path that the alignment stick will fit right into. So we stick that in. We like to have a double path just to see where we're going. Take a club, usually a wedge of some sort. And you just want to take a little half swing, just kind of see where it's going, to give yourself that feel so you know. So I'm going to be aiming right at that 50, about right there. Whether I hit or not, we'll see as I come through. Pretty good. And the SkyTrak is reading a little bit right, it seems like. So what we do is we'd adjust that a bit, hopefully to get us a little more in line.
Baba boy! All right, so we can adjust our clubs on this. We can select the club on the computer over there. So we've got it selected for driver right here. I'm healing up from an injury, so we'll see how well I can hit this. But select your driver, got it to you about 1 inch behind the laser here. And we're just gonna give this a quick, about 3/4 swing and see how we do. Little low, should be a little left. And you see a delay there in the hit, but Excellent read in my opinion. I called it a little left, and you can see up here on the screen it's definitely gone left. About 280. There you go. So we've gone ahead and adjusted to pitching wedge. We're just on the driving range here. See a little red dot, and for an iron, you're gonna go just right on that dot. And I'm gonna go ahead and set it right on the laser beam, grab my pitching wedge, and again, I'm taking a 3/4 swing, and I want you to watch for the delay in the flight ball here, or the flight path, flight ball. You can make fun of me later, buddy. Little under it. And there's the delay right there. All right, Jared, when you take a shot like that and you look up on the screen, what exactly are you looking at up there as far as your stats?
So I'm usually paying attention to direction of my swing, so in to out, or out to in, then club head. I'm hitting pretty low on my driver right now, so my angle tends to be only about 7 or 8 degrees. I need to get that up probably 13 to 15, somewhere in that's where I'd be happy. And so I'm also usually paying attention right there. 2019. SkyTrak, you need some way to play actual golf on the simulator. SkyTrak does come with a driving range, but you don't have the access to play golf courses. So the Golf Club 2019 has that. So where we were at just a little bit ago was the driving range under the training. They do have a chipping area as well as putting area. But if we want to set up our golfers, here's where we start a local match. So we can play with friends. We can set this up. We can change, we can set up a course, and then we're ready to go. And that's all we really have to do.
Hey dude, why are you messing with that computer?
Well, sometimes the SkyTrak does not always read accurately, and it definitely did not read accurately on my first drive. Therefore, we just rewound the shot.
Hey, what do you think about that, Scott?
Here we see the average golfer where he normally is in the weeds. Let's see how he does to get out of this.
I would say this is sub-average. So we're going to hit a 9-iron because, frankly, that's what the computer said I was hitting. So rather than change it on there, I'm just going to come up and hit.
Look at that thing go. Right into the tree.
Right through the tree.
And right over the bunker.
Don't go off the other end. Okay.
Hey, Scott, what kind of golf balls can you hit on this simulator?
You can hit any kind of ball you'd like, but we found that white balls are better than yellow balls. Yeah. Jared, that's the question. I'll see now Jared's just going to go off the other side.
All right, Jared, after you hit 2 in the water, maybe you could tell us a little bit better what type of golf balls work here.
Any golf balls work. We have found certain colors work better than others. Your traditional whites do show up better on the screen, so it works out a little bit better.
What if there's any markings like pen or something on the ball?
So we have found if we put a Sharpie mark on, which a lot of us do for putting, it can show up on your screen, so you definitely don't want to do that.
Go.
All right, so here we have about a 30-yard little chip, so let's kind of see what the green is doing. And so as I look, I'm basically looking to see how the brake is moving. And so I'm seeing a pretty hard left to right. If I go a little left, so I'll start up there, just move it a bit, come back in. Now I'll set up for my chip and see how I do. bad. Could have been better. But at least I'm on the green putting.
One.
So I have a 11-foot putt here. With the system, it's pretty important to make sure that you read the green, which in this case, it's going from left to right just slightly. You can aim with the game itself or just putting. I found it to be a lot easier for it to be done on the computer instead of just up at the ball itself. So I'm going about halfway between the line and the cup itself, and that's about an 11-foot putt, 1 inch uphill. So I'll just go ahead and try to hit a 13-foot putt. See if I can't put it in there.
It's in the hole! Or not.
It's short.
Boom! Here we go. Hey, this was the SkyTrak golf simulator. You can pick up a module for about $2,000, but you're going to need a lot of other supplies. The hitting mat, the frame for it. You're going to need the frame and the screen to be able to swing and hit into, an iPad, a computer, some device to connect it to. All in all, you're looking at a little bit of money, but you can have a lot of fun. Charge your friends $35. Scott's a great guy here. He only charges me $16.50. You could do the same for your friends. We live in Wyoming, so indoor golf in the winter is the only way we can do this. So tune in. We'll show you more videos. Maybe we'll play some other courses. Thanks so much.